Hey, what's up? I don't have that much time, so I'm just gonna come on and just say, welcome to another edition of Shel-Shocked. It's been a while. Anyway, today's topic is about sponsors or sponsorships. In case you were aware, something went down today, and of course, it caused another hoopla or fiasco in the fighting game community, which is, another day, another drama, right? But the reason why I want to bring it up because it touched a nerve to me personally. It's like, as you aware or do not be aware, I am managing director of the Fighters Alliance. Okay, I've had great players on my team. Had a lot of them are still either on my team or some of them have left. That's neither here nor there. Before I even go even further on this, I'm not going to point out anybody specific on either past, present, or future that was on my team, and I'm not going to talk about anybody else's team, and I'm not going to talk about certain players or name certain players or team managers or TOs or websites or nothing. I'm just going to keep it in general. And if you want that other drama, I suggest you go tune in to wherever else it's coming from. But this is just in general. Okay? Now that we got that out the way. All right, here we go. When I can see both ends of the spectrum, from a sponsored player's perspective and also from a team manager's perspective. Okay, from the sponsored player perspective, you always see that a team or a person from a team or a representative or PR person tells you you're going to get this, 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 and that. We're going to provide with this, 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 and that. And you can either sign a contract or you can go by a verbal agreement. All right. The problem is from the spectator side, spectator players think that once they get sponsored, they don't have to work anymore as far as putting in the work as far as being a sponsored player. Which leads me to the perfect analogy as far as a sponsored player in the fighting game community is on quite similar to a rookie in the NBA draft or a college player going to the NBA draft. Like, you do all this hard work and you have a lot of ambition to get in the NBA. You're sitting in the green room, and then David Stern calls your name, and then you go running up to the stage, get your hat, get your jersey, shake his hand, take pictures, maybe do an interview. And a lot of NBA, you become officially an NBA rookie at that point. And a lot of those college players that become rookies at that point, they actually forget or they think that since they got their name called, that they made it. They don't have to work. That's bullshit. You're going to have to work twice as hard because at the end of the day, you're going to the NBA, okay? You're fighting against veterans. You're fighting against other rookies. You're fighting against other people to secure your spot or your legacy within the NBA, okay? You're just going to have to work twice as hard to create not only to help provide that brand or the team that you're playing on, but your own brand as well. I mean, because like I tell people, the people that listen to me, when I see comments or posts and they be like, oh, TFA is done, oh, this guy left, oh, they're done. Look, at the end of the day, if I don't say we're done, we're not done. You know what I'm saying? Because players come and players go. This is, like I said, I had great players on my team, they left. You know how many times I heard, oh, Wolf Crone's gone, they're done. Perfect Legend left, they're done. Banana King's not on there no more, they're done. You know what I'm saying? They're done. Really? Okay. I said I wasn't going to say any names, but that's past. And you already know. Like I said, if it is not, like, I will say this. No, I won't say that. I won't say that. But, like, a certain group, players left that group. And it was like, they're done. But they weren't done until that CEO was like, we're done. And then they were done. Followed the rabbit hole on that one. But anyway, it amazes me. It just amazes me how players in this community, they expect everything from an in-house, ingrown team, but don't want to put the work in to not only build that team brand or, to build their own self up. I mean, like, it's simple algebra. You want this team that sponsor you to provide this, and that. And in return, they want you to do this, and that. You don't do your part, but you expect the team to ship you here, ship you there, pay for this, pay for that, lodging, this and that. But that other team is asking you to do simple stuff like as far as writing a blog on their website, maybe give shout out to the sponsors during interviews, maybe ask you to, pretty much help promote the brand. If you help promote the brand and get the brand out there, the brand can get some more revenue, and the revenue can go contribute to you. I mean, just like 2 weeks ago, or even a month ago, a lot of the FGC was coming down on the TOs and saying, oh, they're not being transparent with their money. Where's the money going? How come they're banking all this money? Listen, if the TOs was banking all this money, how come they still got regular jobs? Same thing can say to managers. You know what I'm saying? If the manager is making so much money, you know what I'm saying, why would I be asking or begging for sponsors to help send my players here or there? That's stupid. Now, like I said, I don't really know the full grasp of the situation that just happened, but I just know from previous experience I've had with players. I never promise a player I can send them here and send them there. I try to tell them I can try to get you there. There's no guarantees, but I'll try the best of my ability I can. And if I don't, then I feel stupid. I feel dumbfounded, and then I'll be like, look, I'm sorry. I'll try to make it up to you. But at the end of the day, I don't promise. I'm like, yeah, you sign with me. I get you here. And no, it's us about it. Don't worry about it. Just sign right here. No, because at the end of the day, when that folds, and that player gets pissed off with you and look at you like, you said you was going to send me here. What's the deal? Man, exactly. That's why I don't make promises. I tell all my players, flat out, like, look, if I can get you there, I'll get you there. If I can't, I can't. But, can you help me get you there? That's my thing now. Tell players that's on my team now, it's like, look, if you need help, then come to me. But you got to help me too. You got to help me to help you. I'm done with like trying to get somebody there and get there, and then I get sand thrown back in my face. And that made me look like a fool. I mean, a lot of players, like I said, a lot of players now, they don't even put in the work for themselves, but they want you to give them free ride in a community that is still in a grassroots state. It's not even in a corporate state. It's not even in a business state. It's like still friends and family state. But you expect me to treat you like like you're NBA, like you're LeBron James, like you're the All-Star, like you're Allen Iverson. We talking about practice. Come on, man. Let's be realistic. Players want that Justin Wong, the Guile treatment, but then at the back end, they're not even got to that plateau yet in their game, but they want to be treated like that. But then at the same time, they don't want to kick back in or help or provide the team or even give a shout out when you make top 8, like, yo, I want to thank my sponsors, or even a tweet, but you want me to provide the money, take the flint money out my kid's mouth or my family's mouth to get you here. But you can't show me no courtesy or no respect. That's what I'm talking about, and that's bullshit. Now on the player side, it's like this sponsor says he can do this, he promised you this, promised you that, and then he don't come through at the end. And like, but you promised me that. It's like, that's messed up. That's messed up. Then the player's screwed. I mean, especially if the sponsor is sitting up there promising, then that's messed up. Like, I should practice what I preach. But after Evo, I'm lay down some foundations, because I've been thinking, contemplating, and trying to protect myself as I protect the players, and we can work, amicably. And I hope I said that word right. I hope I didn't Kevin Hart that and come together. If you're trying to become a sponsored player, I suggest you get everything in writing. No more verbally. Like I said, I should practice what I preach. So no more verbally. That's one. Same thing with the manager. He should get everything in writing, just to cover yourself and to cover them. Write it down. No more verbal. Two, form a professional relationship with each other. Don't go with what he said, she said. Come talk to the manager if you have problems with him. The manager should talk to the player. Like I said, I should practice what I preach. But I am still human, and to err is to human. But my whole take on it is, like I said, I see both sides. But one thing that really got my goat was seeing how, in dealing with how players expect so much from me, but get mad when I expect so much little from them. That is very irritating. That is the most irritating thing ever. It's like, okay. And then if you have a problem with somebody or something, you should go to the horse's mouth and not to the pig's ankles and get your information. And I don't understand the people nowadays where they just go on he said, she said, and it's just infuriating. And then also, it's just 9 times out of 10, real talk, a lot of people is not even going to look at this video. A lot of people is going to blow it up, and a lot of top players going to be like, who is this guy? Who is he? What is he placed in? What tournament major has he won? You know what? You're right. I never did that. Don't plan, I plan on doing it, but at the end of the day, don't worry about who I am. Worry about the message. The message states that you're messing up, everybody's messing up, but everybody want everything, but nobody want to work hard for it, period. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse, period. There's no excuse. I'm married, 3 boys, full-time job, barely no time, leisure time at all, yet I found a way to get to Evo. Okay? I could easily find time to go to every tournament that I wanted to this year. However, I helped or provide or assist my players to go to a tournament. And if you have a job, no kids, no women, and when I say no women, I mean not married or no steady girlfriend, how the fuck do you not know how to get to a tournament that comes up every year? Now, if you sponsored and the sponsored person don't promised you, and he promised you that he'll get you here and there, at the end of the day, it all falls on you. Period. It all falls on you. If it was something like the tournament that's coming up, the Fall Classic, first year in existence, nobody knew it. Like 2 years ago, nobody knew about the Fall Classic. That's understandable. But if it's something like Evo, every year in July, you couldn't just be like, just in case this sponsor, especially, just in case, I'm just going to have just a little bit of money, just a smidge. I'm going to come up with this, and if I can't get it, I'm going to find somebody to help me out to get the rest. If not, then oh well, because they'll be there again next year. Am I lying? Am I speaking wrong? Like I said, this is not even a personal attack. This is just in general. In general, all this stuff I'm saying is in common sense. You can try to defute it all you want. At the end of the day, it is up to you. You are a man or a woman. You can allow anybody to respect or disrespect you. It is all up to you and your perception of reality. And that's it at the end of the day. I'm just real tired of players. I'm especially tired of people who never been sponsored, who never will be sponsored, always can sit back and they lazy boys and tell you, oh, that sponsorship is ass. Oh, that sponsorship ain't nothing. Oh, that sponsorship is this. Oh, that sponsorship is that. Like, dude, what have you done? What have you done to contribute to the community besides saying what is ass and what is not? I'm not even saying being good on the sticks. I'm saying being good within the community. Who have you supported? Who have you helped travel? It's just like the fans for the NBA, NFL, MLB. They always get mad, or when an NFL or MLB person gets in trouble, they be like, "That's what he get. He's a millionaire. A millionaire. That's what a millionaire." And I have no sympathy for a millionaire. And it's like, who the fuck are you? What have you done to contribute the nice things to uplift the community? You know what I'm saying? What have you done? What have you done? You sit up here and say this group is ass and this group is that, but what have you done? What have you contributed besides verbal? As far as I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I'm all about uplifting the community, while you downplaying it because you don't like this player, or you don't like that player, or you don't agree with his methods, or you don't like that TO, or that managing director is ass, that CEO is a lying sack of shit. But yet you don't do nothing to the community at all. Don't even attempt to try at all. Personally, real talk, to summarize, this shit will always be the same until there be a solid foundation by the top players and top FGC people, and come together and form an organized, structured agreement. Other than that, it's going back to the dark ages, and the tournament is going to be stagnant. And there's 1,650 people in the tournament at Evo. It's going to go back to the 30 and 50 man tournament, unless we can all come together and organize some things and stop bickering and being childish in the background. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, this video is going to fall on deaf ears because people going to look at it and be like, who are you? What have you done? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, stay free, this and that. But at the end of the day, the community is failing. Failing. Like A to F, we're talking about F plus tier. F plus tier. 15 years in the game and still fighting over scraps. Think about that. That's Shel-Shocked.